Welcome to Swim Radio, Students Welcoming Intense Media, your music podcast promoting community service events, students and artists who donate their talent, current campus news, and what's happening in music and the arts today. Swim Radio is presented to you by collegeserviceusa.org, a Chicago-based social network dedicated to creating awareness about what youth-driven organizations are doing for their communities via campus clubs and charitable events. Broadcasting from the brand new Reggie's Rec Room, we have one of the most celebrated hip-hop groups in the Native American world, according to The Source magazine, and a First Americans in the Arts Outstanding Musical Achievement honorees, Keys IMC, all right, and DJ Shock B from the Culture Shock Camp, excuse me, fellas. Do you see, I guess because it is so popular right now, or that it is a popular element, that do you find it easier to connect with youth inside and outside your personal communities using hip hop as a tool?
I think you connect with anybody if they're open. For us, if they're open spiritually to something, or if they're searching for something, or if they feel like maybe in their own personal lives something's missing. Because a lot of people walk around empty. A lot of people are walking around searching for something, and we're not the Christ of music, or we're not the religion of music. We're none of that. What we are is a spiritual movement through music. What we are is something ancient. It goes back ancient to our creation stories of our people. So if we put that in our music, we put that spirit within our music, just like the other world is putting in their music. Which can brainwash the youth, which can make the youth lose themselves. What they're doing with their powers. Within our music, we have that, but it's that healing power. So anybody who's searching for something, they're gonna feel it through those frequencies. They're gonna feel it through those words, the power of that word, which is sacred, which is spiritual. And it's not us. We're just instruments. We're just hollow instruments. And it flows through us. And it can be cool too. It can be what people are dancing to as well. Because we make a different drum, but within that drum is the creation of Mother Earth's heartbeat, from where we come from. And no matter if our audience or our crowd is, Asian, Middle Eastern, black, white, native, whatever, Chicano, Mexican, Central South American, it doesn't matter, because the root of it is undeniable, and so within that music, it has that, for the people, because it was for us. So what do? We give it as a gift to us, so we just give it back to the people.
Do you find it's easier having a family connection as well, to be able to work together and to be able to push these messages out there, that you guys have like a comfortability balancing from each other? Because, am I correct, you both don't reside in the same areas right now, right? Is that, so you guys still have a connection with the community and the music, even though, by you guys being brothers, like that family connection, you guys still kind of work tightly with each other?
Yeah, I mean, anybody who works with their family or performs with their family, like, it can be really hard and it can be really good. It's always a challenge, but in the end, when you're family, that's just like straight love. Always gonna be your family, whether you're doing music together or performing together or not, or you need a break from each other, or you come together and you're both feeling the same thing, you have the same vision. It's real powerful because that's your family. They're always going to be there for you and to get your back. And those people that aren't your family, it can still be good and supportive and everything, but it's a little bit different. So with that, it's really helped us a lot because in what we do, anyone that's an artist, a musician, performer, anyone that steps up in front of the people, it's hard because then everyone's looking at you and everyone's either giving you love or everyone's trying to pull you down. And that's just the way that this society has become. I don't know if it was always like that since the beginning. I don't think it was. I think that's something that people learned. That was a learned process to pull people down. So for us, to get out there and be in front of people and to share a message or share music, a song, some words, like from your heart, from your spirit, and some people are going to open arms, receive it, welcome it. Other people won't. There's a resistance. Some people resist anything. So when you have your family and people that are with you, you know, they're always going to support you. They're always going to help you get through that and to keep going, you know, because that's our, you know, our goal and our vision is to keep going and keep doing this until it's time to do something else.
Yeah.
You know, so we were given the gifts to share this music, to share these songs, to share these stories, and that's what we're doing. So, you know, we all go through those challenges, but when your family's there, you know, they kind of help you through those times, and you feel it, you know, like to just even being here today, you know, like it's been a long winter, you know, we haven't had a lot of shows, but we kept working on things. We kept the ball moving, you know.
Yeah. Well, speaking on working on things, you guys, I know there's 3 albums particularly. And can you tell me about the 2008 album for Wounded Knee, which is the single that's been pretty popular? You guys got a music video out for that. Can you tell me about that album?
Yeah, Blue Light. That's came out in 2008. That album titled Blue Light, which is kind of a spin-off from the album that came out before that, which was the Betty Lena project. And Betty Lena was our great grandmother on our Seminole side, and you know, obviously her name is Betty Lena, BL. So I thought, man, the next album should be BL, and I thought, hey, Blue Light sounds dope. But the Blue Light also is related to our creation and our spirituality, you know, and within those things, within our secret societies of our culture. So I thought it'd be good to name the album that, because making the album was a really spiritual experience. Put a lot of energy and time and spirit into that album, and a lot of success came from that album. A lot of shows came from that album. A lot of rewards came from that album, and that album was featured on some films. And so I think that album is like it's an instrument, it's a tool, and so that tool gets pushed out into the universe, and it does what it does.
Yeah.
And once it leaves me, you know, it moves about, you know, it moves about this time and place, and creates its own journey within people, and people will take that energy, take that message or that medicine, and then it'll change their lives, you know. And then in time, I'll get a message by email saying that the album changed their life, or this song did that to them, you know, or they felt this, or they listened to the album whenever they're doing their final exams.
Yeah.
A lot of people tell me that. I get a lot of emails that people listen to it when they're
That's
studying,
a lot of
and I'm like,
energy,
wow,
yeah.
that's cool. You know? So that Blue Light came, Wounded Knee came from that. Wounded Knee is a song that basically is about Wounded Knee, you know, and also it's also about modern day natives in the lyrics, and so it's basically like a struggle back in the 1800s, and what's going on now, you know, in 2000. So yeah, the Blue Light, was a successful album